Hello friends, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. Today we are memory planning the week of May 1st through the 7th using this SPC kit called Fiesta, which is obviously like a Cinco de Mayo themed kit. And I was just obsessed with this art. I really debated between like different shops versions because there were like two different colorways, and honestly I really loved them both. But I ended up asking my boyfriend if he liked the SPC one or the Caress Press one better, and he said SPC, so that is the one that I went with. Although, looking back on it, the only thing that I'm bummed about is that there's no fashion people, because this art did have some really good fashion people. But overall, I am really happy with this kit, and I just think the colors are beautiful. So I did decide to color block this week, which for some things was a little bit of a challenge, mainly for like the extra colors, because on Thursday, that is the orange color, as you can see, and that was one of the extra colors, and I'm pretty sure I used every label on that label add-on, or maybe like I didn't use one. I think I might have taken one thing out and I didn't use one label. But yeah, I used essentially that entire like label add-on. So, but I think overall for color blocking it went pretty well. It looks really nice, and yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. Also, this week has 3 extenders, so apparently it was just a really busy week for some reason. But yeah, I paired it with this like sparkly magenta hollow type of pink color foil from SPC. I've had this one in my collection for a little bit and have just kind of been waiting for the right kit to use it with, and then I was like, I think, like, even before I had picked my Cinco de Mayo kit, I had this foil slotted in for this week because I was like, I know like a lot of the Cinco de Mayo art uses like pinks and stuff and just like the bright colors. Like a lot of the kits that I've seen have used similar colors to this, or just like in general very bold colors. So I thought that that would be a really pretty foil with that. So I had that slotted in before I had even picked my kit, and then I picked this kit and it totally worked. But I did also pair it with Planahana Taco Love underlays in lime, and I thought that was a lot of fun. And I did layer the bougie from the foil bundle with the Planahana underlays, and I think it looks so cute because you get the little pink confetti, but then you also get the little tacos and hearts, which I think those are so cute. You know, ever since I first saw them, I thought they were really cute underlays, but I feel like there's not a ton of times that you could have the chance to use these, you know, they're pretty like specific, but I felt like a Cinco de Mayo kit was the perfect time to use them. And yeah, I felt like the lime color was a good color to go with. So yeah, and then I also did get confetti hole reinforcers from Planahana in lime as well. I had thought about getting like one of the custom multi scripts from her and doing that in lime, but ultimately I'm pretty happy with just doing black scripts. Like I did use a bunch of scripts from the foil bundle, but anything else I made my own scripts and they're unfoiled, and I really liked it. I can't remember exactly what this font is called, but I will try and remember to leave it down below. I know I've been bad about that, so if I ever like don't do that, you can always feel free to ask me in the comments, or you can message me on Instagram or anything, and I can let you know like what font I used, or if it's anything, you can ask me down below or whatever. But yeah, it was a font from defont.com. I was very unsure about it at first. I wasn't sure how I felt about the font. Like, I thought it was cute, but I wasn't sure how it would look once, I shrunk it down to, like, fit the boxes and everything. But I ended up messaging Rosie of Rosie Plans. I messaged her on Instagram, and I was like, all right, you're the font queen. What do you think? Like, would you use this font? Do you think I should go with it? And she said she liked it, so I ended up just going with it. And I do think it is a pretty cute font. Also, if you see here on the sidebar, that box that I used was not the orange pattern. It was, I think, the light pink, but I just decided to use it anyway. I mean, that box does have a lot of orange in it. I feel like it has more orange than, the orange pattern itself does. And also, like I said, I knew that I was using all of the labels from the orange sampler, so I needed a different box. So I felt like that one worked. And I did decide to show me doing my deco this week. Normally, I do that off camera, but let me know what you think about that. Like, would you prefer if I just kept this in? Would you prefer it if I didn't do it? Do you care? If you have a preference, let me know. But I kind of just decided to do it this time and see how it was. And I've been really liking doing this, like, since my inserts have, like, the days on there, I've been really liking just kind of putting the deco down, and then if the date numbers overlap any of the deco a little bit, I'm cool with that. If it doesn't, great. Like, I really like it both ways, so it just kind of works. But yeah, so anyway, I think that's all for, like, the base and everything. Like I said, if you ever have any questions, feel free to leave them down below or send me a message on Instagram. But yeah, let's just get into the day by day. So, first thing I'm marking on Monday, and this is one of my extender days, so there's a lot going on this day. But the first thing that I marked was that this was when my Fairy Loot payment was due. I do have the, like, 3-month prepay thing. So when I do it, I pay for 3 months at a time. So this was my Fairy Loot payment this month. So I do like marking it, since it obviously is kind of a decent chunk of money that I pay, at once. And then, for some reason, I didn't mark it, but the SPC mystery was also billed this day. But I know that that's every month, so maybe that's why I didn't mark it. I don't know. But anyway, I did end up watching some YouTube, and then I started Fae Princes by Nikki St. Crow, which was the last book in the Vicious Lost Boys series, which is such, like, honestly, like, a trash series. Like, it's a guilty pleasure series, but they're just so fun, and I love the characters in them. So yeah, if you want, like, a smutty Peter Pan retelling, then there you go. And then I uploaded Cottagecore, which was a really cute spread. I ended up taking a shower, and I marked it with an angry face because it just got cold really fast, and so I had to end up, like, rushing to finish, and I couldn't even really, like, take my shower how I wanted to, so I marked it with an angry face. And then excuse me, what was I saying? So yeah, I took a shower and I was angry about it, and then I was just super emotional and, like, in my head this day. So I did end up calling in this day to work. So I marked it as a mental health day because I really needed it. I really needed a break. I was just not in a good headspace this day. So I did end up calling my mom and just kind of talking to her a little bit, and she kind of just, like, calmed me down a little bit. And then afterwards, I did end up filming. I filmed the Plant Mom Day by Day for dinner. My boyfriend and I ended up having better cheddars and rice because we didn't have any hot dog buns, but we still had better cheddars in our fridge. So we were like, okay, well, what can we do with that? And we had like a cheesy rice mix. So we decided to make that and then just cut up the better cheddars, just like how people sometimes like cut up hot dogs and put it in mac and cheese. So we did that. And it was almost like, I think he said it was like, kind of like a gumbo. But yeah, it actually was surprisingly pretty good. And then this night I did end up having another breakdown, so I just marked it as having an emotional breakdown. I was really in my feelings this day. It was not a good day mentally. And then I had a TikTok binge at night, which I don't know if that helped or made it worse, but I think I ended up just like being like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna watch some TikToks just to kind of not think about what I'm thinking about and just ignore everything and just watch some TikTok. So yeah. And then on to Tuesday, you saw me just like brutally murder that box pretty much. I cut it up into 4 and just like turned it into a little box there. So yeah, but that was to mark reading, and I just read more of the Fae Princes. I actually finished it this day. They are very short books, so I always read them pretty quickly, which is one of the things that I love about the series. And then I just watched some YouTube. I had a cleaning day, and then I ended up going outside with Bucky. And then I didn't end up marking it, but I did have a Mamma Mia 2 jam sesh. I really wanted to watch the movie, but I don't have my DVDs with me, and it's not free on anything, so I just put the soundtrack on YouTube, and I just had a little jam sesh while I continued cleaning, because I had a whole cleaning day. But then my boyfriend came home, and he had taken the doors off of his Jeep while he was at work, so that was interesting. And I think we took like a little drive, and you know, we went and we picked up McDonald's, so it was a good drive. And then I ended up reading Bound in Cabo by I think Dana Isili, which I know she's got some like controversial stuff. She's got some issues. I don't really know the whole story there. I don't know all the tea, but I do already have these books on Kindle, so I'm gonna read them. And they're also just like very quick reads, so I just read that whole ebook in bed that night. And then my boyfriend and I just spent the night together. Well, obviously we spent the night together, but we just cuddled in bed and kind of hung out that night. And then on Wednesday, I marked that it was payday, and this actually ended up being my last payday because I did not end up going back to work. So, yeah, there's the tea there, but this was payday. And then I did go to the library. I can't remember if I had stuff to pick up or drop off or both, but I just marked that I went to the library. And then I did go to a thrift store that's kind of near us, and I went to donate a big old like garbage bag full of clothes that I had, but I did do a little bit of shopping around. I looked around because this was my first time going into this store, and I ended up getting 2 pairs of jeans. One fits really good, one did not fit, so that's unfortunate, but you know, it's whatever, because I didn't try anything on, so it's, you know. But I did buy 2 pairs of jeans, and then I bought a really cute, like, stripy loose shirt that I've been really loving wearing, and then a cute, like, bodysuit, and then I just got a tank top that was, like, really cheap, because that day, it was supposed to be cold that day, so I wore, like, a thin long sleeve, but it ended up being really hot the whole day, so I literally just bought a tank top to put on, And then I ended up changing out of the shirt that I was wearing and putting that striped shirt on because I needed to change. I was so hot. But after that, I went to my doctor's appointment. Yeah, I think this was just to talk about, like, I've been having a lot of headaches and stuff. And yeah, she told me that I am too stressed and I'm too tense in, like, my neck and stuff. And I should probably find a new job. And hearing my doctor say that made me really realize that I do not need this job that I was doing. Because I was working at the deli in a grocery store. And I was really stressing. And I was just like, why am I stressing over a job like this? Like, it's not an important job. I shouldn't be stressing about it this much. I shouldn't be having panic attacks every time I'm getting dressed to go to work. So, yeah, that's why I ended up leaving. But I did have a doctor's appointment this day. And then I went out and took a walk with Bucky. And then I just did some more cleaning up around the house. I did end up starting my period this day, which that's a whole thing. It ended up lasting for 2 weeks, and it was a lot. It really annoyed me. But anyway, I did end up starting that this day, and then I just marked that I was super stressed and emotional. And then I had a little YouTube binge. We ended up getting Pizza Hut this night for dinner, and I did some more reading. And for some reason, I don't have those things marked in, like, my planner app on my phone. But I think, yeah, I started Stolen Air by Sophie Lark, which I'm loving. The Brutal Birthright series by Sophie Lark. It's the first series that I've read from her, and I'm loving it. On to Thursday, the first thing that I marked was just that I was super tired. And then I did some planner shopping. This was when Carly Plan's 4-year anniversary sale went up. So I did a little bit of shopping, some sticker shopping. And then I did read some Stolen Air. I watched YouTube. I don't know why I don't have these things marked in my notes app. Maybe I should go on my picture. Maybe I have more detail on there. But I watched some YouTube, and then I just, like, wasn't really feeling good this day, and I used a little sleep mask, so I might have taken a nap or something. Then I just organized some of my stickers. I got some Happy Mail this day. I filmed something. I probably filmed my anniversary spread, because that's the one right after Plant Mom. And then I did do my makeup this day, and my boyfriend and I went to a banquet with some of his coworkers. And then afterwards, we went to a bar with 2 of his coworkers that we have hung out with before. I did not get a drink because I'm not 21, but the lady came over and, like, asked me what I wanted, and I asked if she had any kind of, like, flavored lemonade or something she could do with that. So she ended up giving me a lemonade with, what was it? It was, like, strawberry daiquiri and something else in it, and she came over and did, like, a whole presentation. Like, she shook it up in the little thingy, and she made my drink look fancier than anyone that got, like, actual alcoholic drinks. So I thought that was kind of funny, but I also liked it. I thought it was kind of fun. So yeah. Then on to Friday, it was, of course, Cinco de Mayo. I was, again, just very tired this day. I had to go and pay rent. I shipped out some books that I had sold or traded or something. I don't know. I did some laundry, and then I ended up playing with some stickers. I don't really know what I did. In my planner, I just marked it as play with stickers. Then I had a migraine, or I took a nap and I woke up with a migraine. And it was just very uncomfortable, and I was not happy about it. And then for dinner this night, we went over to my boyfriend's parents' house, and we had some tacos and rice with them. And then I was just very emotional, and I put in here that I had a fight with my boyfriend. I don't really know what we fought about, so it couldn't have been really that important, but either way, I was emotional this night. On to Saturday. First thing that I'm marking is that I was stressed. As you can tell, this week was just a very stress-filled, emotional week for me, which is also why this is the week that I stopped going to work, that I quit my job. So yeah, I was stressed this morning. I did end up sleeping in. And then, or no, I didn't sleep in. I woke up and then I ended up falling back asleep for another like 3 to 4 hours. So I just marked it as sleeping in since I had that script in the foil bundle. But yeah, I didn't sleep in technically, but I like fell back asleep, you know, in the morning, and I slept for a while. And then I marked a spider. It was the first, like, kind of big spider we had seen here, so I was not happy about it. And then we did get dash-in for lunch. I just had onion rings and cheese curds, like, I just had some of the sides. And then I got some Happy Mail. I got the Atlas 6, some SPC foil, and some Planner Pixie Co. Happy Mail. Then I filmed all of Tink and my anniversary day by day. It was a rainy day, and then I marked watching YouTube and cleaning the house. On to Saturday, I was up late reading, and I finished Stolen Air by Sophie Lark. And then when I woke up the next morning, I started the Starless Sea audiobook. And then my boyfriend and I went out to the pond, and I started, or maybe I didn't start it, but I read some of All the Lies by S.T. Abbey, which is part of the Mindfuck series. So I just marked that as read at the lake. And then I ordered some groceries for like a pickup order. I sold some books on Facebook. We had tortellini for dinner. I painted my nails this night. And then I made my scripts. I think I made the scripts for this week, but I ended up doing some other scripts. Like, I think I might have done my Tink scripts at this time, and like my anniversary spread scripts and stuff. So, oh, and I also did scripts for Plant Mom. So yeah, I just did all my scripts this night, and here you can see me putting those in. Let me know what you think of this font. It's not like my favorite font ever, but I do still think it looks cute with this spread. And it was fun. It's fun doing that sometimes, just getting to make my own font and stuff, or make my own scripts. So yeah, that was it for this spread. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please be sure to leave a big thumbs up and subscribe. Let me know, do you guys do anything for Cinco de Mayo? Do you like celebrate it? Do you just have Mexican food for dinner that night, or do you not do it at all? I don't really go like all out with Cinco de Mayo, but I do enjoy having some good Mexican food. But yeah, anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this spread, and I hope to see you guys in a new video very soon. Bye, friends.